Hi, Cub. Sorry, I was a little late in making my video because I got distracted by this cool game for the 50th anniversary of Earth Day today that's all about bees. So after you do your work, if you have some time, you might want to check it out. It's pretty neat. You get to be a bee and pollinate. All right, so now Miss Kimberly's gonna minimize that, and I'm gonna start. Hello. So today I've decided to go through our class website to get to the teleschool file. So here we are today. It is on week 5, so I'm going to choose week 5, and it is Wednesday. So today you're going to click today for phonics. We're back to some kids do some things, some kids do others. So we're on phonics today, and today you're going to click on this, and it's going to take you to Miss Shunick's, oh, not Miss Shunick, sorry, she got married, Miss Robbins' lesson on the digraph NG. You're going to watch that, and then on a piece of paper, you are going to do what you've done hopefully every week for phonics, if you're an awesome and brilliant, which is you're going to write a list of words. You're going to write these words, and then you're going to choose 5 of the words to write the sentences with. So again, you're going to write these words, and then choose 5 words to make sentences with. And then if you'd like, you could come here to the Digraph NG. You could play some games on Spelling City to help you learn about that. Now, that's optional. You do not have to. But it's a fun way to practice. All right. And if you don't understand how to use Spelling City, you could click here and you can go to the directions that Miss Chambers made. All right. So here we go in math. Your math lesson, if you're in 2nd grade math, is this lesson right here, partitioning rectangles. I'm just going to click on that, and it's going to take you here to Ms. Schauder's video about partitioning rectangles, which you guys are going to continue to do. This is about the draw and total side of that, so you doing it. And that can be a little tricky, I'll be honest. But I believe you can do it. And here, partitioning rectangles task card. So you're going to go here, you're going to click here, and you're going to do these today. It's thinking. So these are the ones you're going to do today. You're only doing these 4. All right? And then you're going to take a picture, obviously, and you're going to put it online. Okay? Online being Class Dojo Portfolio. If you'd like, you can click here and do this extra practice. But that's just if you want extra practice. Okay? This one is kind of neat because it has like a starting point. If you have a printer, this one has starting points. So it kind of is able to guide you through it a little bit better. This is, I think, a tricky thing to learn about, to be able to do, that really has not a lot to do with actual, it is actual math, but a lot of it has to do with spatial awareness. So like how you can see a space. So a lot of times if you're a good artist and that kind of thing, you do a better job at this than others, than maybe somebody who's really great at math, or maybe you're a good artist and you're great at math. That's true. That's obviously possible. But then somebody who's just great at math. Sometimes kids who are really good at math have a hard time partitioning rectangles. All right, so you might want to practice it too when you're done, like just to practice. All right, so that's Wednesdays. Okay, for my on-level friends who are awesome and brilliant in reading, and for all my 2nd grade math kids. So to go back, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to click on my advanced, and it even says now, cool, daring, excellent reading and advanced math work for the week. So if you are in one of those groups of people, you're going to come here. All right. Cool, daring, and excellent. They should click on this button and watch Miss Candleberry's suffix lesson. You can see the suffix this week as ABLE. And the video takes you through the work that you will do. I don't feel like I need to show you now, because if I show you now, then there's really almost no point, very little point in you reading it. But you're going to think of 10 words using the suffix. So you're going to get a paper, and you're going to think of 10 words that use the suffix. You can use the words in the video if you like. And then after you think of 10 words, sorry, Miss Kimberly's getting your paper. After you think of 10 words that use the suffix, then you're going to choose 2, and you're going to write the definition of those 2. But do not use the ones that Miss Candleberry uses in the video. All right? All right, and for my advanced math kids, you're going to click on this link. And doodly-doo, you're going to look at this, and you're going to finish this before we meet. Now, what are mirror squares? Well, if you look in a mirror, because it talks about mirror square images. All right, if you look in a mirror, okay, and you see something looking back at you, it will be yourself. I mean, at least I hope it's yourself if you're looking in a mirror. It's the exact same thing, right? It's just the opposite, because a mirror reflects kind of the opposite. That's a lot of times when you see a picture of yourself, you're like, wait a second, that looks a little weird, because most of the time when we look at cameras and we look in mirrors of ourselves, it's the opposite of the image. So I see myself the opposite way of you see me. That's really true. But anyway, a mirror just means it's the exact image, but on the other side. So, for example, I might say, are these mirror images of each other? Well, like if I fold them together, they pretty much meet up. So I would say, yes, they're mirror images of each other. But the X's. But if I'm looking at these circles, I say, oh, are those circles mirror images of each other? If I fold it in the middle, and they will not match up. Do you see how this one's like further over than this one? Right? So if I folded them over each other, they wouldn't meet, because I could fold it back a little and, So because of that, the X's are indeed mirror images of each other, but not the dots. So when you look at this picture over here, advanced math kids, you can see that on the diagonal, it's got a little dashed line. That's the fold line. So they're not saying fold like this. They're saying you're going to fold like, well, this isn't a square, but you get the point. They'll say like you're folding like this, okay? So that is the line that you would crease on, okay? In the middle. And it's asking, do they match up? Okay? That's what it's saying. Or do they match up? Yes or no? If you folded it on that like yellow line over here, if you folded it on this line, would they be equal? And if you have a printer, then you can always print this out and actually do that. If we were in class, actually, one of the things that we would do is we would do an activity where we folded things and then see if they match. But unfortunately, we are not together. So like we would do this, and I'm actually going to do it with you now, and I'll go over with you in a moment. So I've got to actually cut it out. So I'm going to cut out this, and I'm going to go into deeper into this during our actual math lesson. So here we go. I'm cutting this little one out. And if I fold it on that line, of course, Miss Canterbury is using paper that has already been used once. So that's why it's got this on the back. So there we go. I kind of folded it on that line. And now I would say, oh, okay, so are the threes mirror images of each other? Meaning when I fold them, will they touch? And you could see the absolute answer is yes. What about the fives? Are they mirror images of each other? Yes. What about the four? Are they mirror? Yes. So that kind of gives you an idea. All right, and you can think about why that is, which is what it's trying to get you to do in this, okay? You're going to bring this paper, advanced math, or your answers to this paper, I should say, with you when we meet at 2 o'clock. Now, on-level math kids, today, Wednesday at 1, so 1 o'clock, we have on Teams, we have extra fraction practice. And we also will work on partitioning rectangles, okay? So if you have a question or you just want some extra practice for fractions, or about partitioning rectangles, then please come to Microsoft Teams at 1. I'll be there definitely from 1 to 1:45. So you can come, you can leave, you can come and go if you like. But I'm definitely probably going to start, if you're in there, I'm going to start at 1 o'clock. And I'll go over fractions, and then we'll practice them a little, and then I'll go over partitioning rectangles, and I'll try to teach you some different strategies to do that. That way it's easier. But I do want to say that if you have gotten some of the questions wrong on your fractions work, and I've responded and saying that's not quite right, and I explained it, then it might be a good time for you to go, okay, well, I think I should come at 1 o'clock to get the extra practice. Okay. All right. And at 2, I will see you advanced math also on Microsoft Teams. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great day.